Coral Reef Estates, Southwood Homes, Flamingo Garden Estates, and the Landings are all on the agenda today for my home video tours in the Palmetto Bay Village. Hi, Mike Schuler here, Realtor, inviting you to join me. Coral Reef Drive, also known as Southwest 152 Street, is known for its well-built, cozy neighborhoods with relatively moderate pricing. $350,000 minimum in general, up to around $500,000 for the Southwood homes as well as Coral Reef Estates. Each of these two neighborhoods have around 300 homes each, so we're talking about pretty good sized neighborhoods. We will also visit the gated community of Flamingo Garden Estates with a little bit higher pricing, up to $600,000. And lastly, the Landings, custom homes with similar pricing. So let's head out and enjoy the day. Hey, we're out on Coral Reef Drive, 152nd Street, headed east towards Biscayne Bay. This is the commercial area right next to US 1. Palmetto Bay Professional Plaza, that's where I used to have an office here. There's also Coral Reef Professional Center next to it, and we'll do the private home neighborhoods next. See you in a moment. Starting to see some homes here. The right-hand side, which is the south side of Coral Reef Drive, is mostly comprised of Coral Reef Estates, a community of almost 300 homes, mixed in with Southwood homes. And we're going to take a drive down to the right here and see a couple of these in person. Hope you can join us in a moment. So we're at the intersection of 89th Avenue and 155 Street. And I told Jacob I wanted to get some trees in here on purpose, because a lot of people don't realize that Coral Reef Drive was the beginning of the evacuation zone. One of the areas hardest hit was south of Coral Reef Drive for Hurricane Andrew. At that time, the most expensive natural storm to ever hit the United States. So as you can see from a lot of the foliage and trees, that this area has made a great comeback. We're around 160th Street. This is some homes here in Cutler Landings. Again, these neighborhoods, and I can see the canal right behind these homes. We're going to go on the other side of that canal in a few minutes. There's some more of the Cutler Landings there. And as we head down 88th Avenue Road, these homes on the right-hand side are backed up to a canal. Yet again, another canal that I used to fish as a youngster. So most of this in here is Coral Reef Estates still, a little mixed in with Southwood and also Cutler Landings. We will be back in a moment. Looking home here on the left, surrounded by mature oak trees, and I like the looks of it. It looks almost like a big cottage. I like that type of look. So you're looking probably in the upper range here of $450,000 for a home like this. Corner of 87th Court and 163 Terrace. And again, nice tree-lined street. So the whole area is making a pretty good comeback from Hurricane Andrew days. See you soon. I'm having Jacob get in a little bit of where Galloway Road, 87th Avenue ends. It's been a little controversial through the years. They've always wanted to see if this road could go through, and of course it would take a bridge. In a few minutes we're going to be on the other side of this canal over where the roundabout is. That's the intersection where Flamingo Gardens and the Landings and a few other neighborhoods are. We'll see you over there in about 5 minutes. Back up a little too. This is a little bit bigger for the neighborhood, and I would imagine, looking at it, the size and the real nice decor on the canal, probably in the $600,000 range, the upper range for this neighborhood. And we're still in the community of Southwood homes. I happen to know there's a couple for sale on this street here. Let me let this car pass there. And again, this is $400,000 to $450,000 price range. I like to get the trees in again. This is part of a natural hammock. We're going to be turning right here in a minute to get back towards Richmond Drive, Southwest 168th Street. This is a home here in the $400,000 range. And one of my favorite streets, we're going to be turning here. When I had my office on Coral Reef, I went back to my house this way all the time. So, and I do know a few people on this street. And this was part of a real big hammock before Hurricane Andrew, so you can see some of the trees have survived, which is nice. And we're only about a mile or less from the Deering Estate on Richmond Drive. The stop sign that's coming ahead is the intersection at Richmond Drive, Southwest 168th Street. And we'll go take a look at Flamingo Gardens next. Flamingo Gardens, gates closed. Thought we might be able to get in here, sneak in. I mentioned this in another video. Flamingo Gardens gets its name from, prior to Hurricane Andrew, this was a horse stable and farm. I think it was called Flamingo Farms. And it was nice to have the equivalent of, let's say, 50, 55 acres of horse country right here in the middle of Palmetto Bay Village. Got a couple little cul-de-sacs here in the landings. Impressive home here on the right. Neutral colors, tiled roof, nicely landscaped. Minimum 500,000, probably closer to 600,000. This is where the landings meets Flamingo Gardens. A lot of cul-de-sacs here, and more recent construction than much of Palmetto Bay Village. Very nice neighborhood. Okay, before we head home, the part of the landings, this is the other side of the canal that we were talking about where 87th Avenue dead ends. So I thought you might want to see it from this end, and as we pan straight ahead, we'll go down one or two more cul-de-sacs in the popular community of the landings. And might as well get this one here. And if we felt a little more ambitious today, we'd get out and go take a look at the canal, see if we see any fish, or every once in a while you get a stray gator in these type of canals. That's South Florida style living for everyone. Hope you enjoyed. Again, this is Coral Reef Estates, Southwood, and the landings, as well as Flamingo Gardens. Have a great day.